Hey, it's Judy Pfeifer. Happy Pfeifer Focus. Listen, I'm super excited. Today we have for our podcast, my guest is Kevenly DesAuguste, and he's going to be talking about some wonderful things that he's doing. But first, I want to give you a quick real estate market update. If you are a property owner, have you opened your property tax bill yet? If you have not, open it right away. Remember, we always pay property taxes in arrears. We are going to be looking at between July 1st of 22 to December 1st of 22. And remember, there's been new mill levies increasing. So if you think you might need to protest your taxes, call me. I will help you with that. So in the meantime, let's talk with our guest, Kevenly. And Kevenly is another person who has given back so much to the community and to people. And Kevenly, thank you so much for being on Pfeifer Focus. Tell us a little bit about how you came to Colorado and you know, we met and I just started sharing some things with us. How's that?
Awesome. That's great. Well, thanks for having me here. Do appreciate that. You know, I always like to introduce myself as Kevenly, one word like heavenly, because if I don't do that, people think Lee's my last name. So I'm actually first generation American. My mother immigrated to America in '84. And, you know, I called her a few years ago around this time, Mother's Day, and I wanted to thank her for naming me Kevenly, right? My name actually means lion-hearted. So I called her saying, hey, Mom, I just want to thank you for naming me Kevenly because I feel like I've lived up to my name. I'm a go-getter, I'm very courageous and in a very thick accent, which I can't emulate, so I won't try. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, well, you named me Lionhearted, so I feel like I've lived up to the name. She's like, have a seat, son. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. So she's like, when I got the call to come to America, I had to leave almost very much immediately. So I couldn't say bye to my friends, couldn't say bye to my family. Come to America, no friends, no family, don't know the language, didn't have a place to stay yet.
And where did you move from?
She came from Haiti.
Okay, and your mother came from Haiti.
And 4 hours after she landed in Providence, Rhode Island, she gave birth to me. So I'm very, very lucky to be a U.S. citizen.
All right. Yeah. So you were brand new, brand new to being an American citizen.
Yeah. 4 hours after she landed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
okay.
Yeah. So that's how my journey started. But most of my career, I've been in early childhood education.
Okay.
Did PTSD and trauma. I had a chance to live abroad and do that and help kids who are trafficked. Help kids who are in orphanages. Then before I left that, I worked in the urban core, hard places, I like to call it. Kids who are traumatized, abused, low education, low socioeconomic status. So really that's where my heart is really bent towards. And I spent many years in those communities. So I just love the work that I do.
So out of all your career, you've chosen to continue to work with children.
Yes. Kids are probably, I would say they're the strongest of all of us. Kids genuinely want to be happy, unlike adults. So they're fun, they're resilient, they're strong, and unfortunately, they're also the one who are the first forgotten. So I've dedicated my life to trying to rectify that as much as possible. So that led me to trying to start a school. So that's where I'm at right now.
All right.
Yeah.
So out of all the things that you've done, that has led you to open a door to the thought and now the implementation of creating a school for children that might have been abused, mm-hmm. unfortunately, or orphaned. Mm-hmm. Any others that I've missed a little bit, or maybe drug, alcohol related,
Absolutely.
Anything like that?
All of that,
All of that.
And that's why I like the term hard places, because that could be anywhere. That can be any community.
Right.
It's not specific to a particular group, but a lot of people come from hard places, and a lot of people experience those things, unfortunately. But I don't think that's the reason why someone should not be prepared for education and set up in life to do whatever they want to do in terms of, pursuing their dreams and whatever their passions may be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And we all have passions and
Yeah.
dreams.
Yeah, no matter where you're from. So,
Right.
yeah.
All right. So tell us about the vision.
Yeah. So the school's name is Legacy's Call Tri-lingual Christian Academy.
Okay.
So the aim is to have a trilingual school teaching Mandarin Chinese, Spanish, and English. And the reason why I chose those three languages is because anyone who can speak Mandarin Chinese, Spanish, and English can communicate with 90% of the global population. I personally speak 4 languages. Mandarin, unfortunately, is not one of them. But I do love languages. So that'll be the focus. The faith aspect is also important to me as well. And that's why that school is a Christian trilingual school. But phase 1 will be early childhood education, which will be age 6 weeks till about 5 years of age. And then phase 2 will be primary school. And then phase 3 will be secondary school.
Great.
So we plan to have those 3 phases. Legacy's Call will be a year-round education. So no 3 months off for the summer. And we're going to have a lot of intentional and experiential education in the curriculum as well. So the kids will actually go to those countries that are Spanish speaking to test their mettle. The kids will go to, Mandarin speaking countries to test their mettle. And they're very big in serving in services as well. That'll be part of the tenets of one of the many tenets of the school.
Great.
Yeah.
So how can we help you today?
Well, I would love help with, finding land, finding real estate, finding grants, of course, fundraising and finding money to support this endeavor as well. And of course, anyone who has started a school who knows the path to do it would also be beneficial as well. Even information on what would be the best plan to even get the ball rolling, right? So I think anyone and everyone has something to contribute to this endeavor. It doesn't matter if you're not a realtor or if you're not in education. I think everyone's voice is going to make this a good school for the community. It doesn't matter where you're from. So yeah, those are the things I'd love to get help with.
So tell us a little bit about what you do right now. This is your vision. Yeah. This is really where you want to go. Focus on. But in the interim, you're still working the real life job, things like that. Yeah,
real life job. So what I currently do now is I work in hard places still. But my focus now are for seniors, those above 65 who are on Medicaid, who don't get adequate health care. So I'm out there advocating for seniors who are forgotten, those who are veterans, and really just getting them healthcare the way they should have always gotten healthcare. So where for the first time, a lot of people who are homeless are being pulled off the streets, and we're getting them in front of providers who help them with their proper healthcare, get them on proper plans for their health that are customizable, that makes sense for that individual. So I'm still in the, in the community, working in hard places, but instead of working with babies right now, I'm working with seniors.
All right.
Yeah.
And tell me about the seniors. Yeah. You shared about how the youth, they're always resilient. Mm-hmm. And right now that's a different population than the elderly people that you're working with. Yeah. Any different stories? Wow. Any something that you're proud of with the work that you're doing with them right now?
Yeah, I just threw a laundry day event, which, I don't think I gave much thought to it. I just thought it'd be a good idea. And we were able to, we paid for 1 load of wash, 1 load of dry, and we also prepared laundry kits. And the laundry kits were simply a pie Todd and dryer sheets. So in total, it cost us $3. But the impact of those $3 were just, it brought tears to everyone's eyes. I spoke to a gentleman who was homeless last week, and him just finding a new place to stay, and having someone come in to wash his clothes, you can imagine his clothes were pretty dirty, and like that meant so much to him that someone would come in to just wash their clothes, and I wasn't prepared the impact of $3 would make on someone's life, and it was just such an amazing feeling to know, like, well, clean clothes are important. Of course, they're important because we all wash our clothes before we leave the house, right? So,
Right.
but to be confronted with the weight of having clean clothes as someone who didn't have clean clothes for so long, I don't think I was, emotionally prepared for that, and that was such a amazing opportunity to see how far and how much of an impact this $3 did. Right?
Sure. And right here in the Denver metro.
Right here in the Denver metro. I was in Aurora, and it's like, this is what $3 did, and it completely changed someone's day, and not just him and everyone that we washed their clothes for that day. And it was just a fun, and that they're funny. They have such great stories. I mean, of course, they have a long life and great lessons. But yeah, it was a really, really amazing experience to see how little of a financial requirement required to do such an amazing impact in someone's life. Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yes. Any other stories like that? Any other fundraisers that you've done?
Yeah, we do like a lot of like end of life preparation seminars is what I'd like to do for the seniors as well. A lot of them don't really have much prepared for end of life preparation, like wills and trust and things like that. So we do a lot of talks and stuff like that as well for that community as well. And a lot of people, it doesn't even cross their mind. It doesn't cross their mind to have something like that. So just coming into the community and saying, hey, you need to have a will. A will is a love letter to your loved ones. When you're gone, this is, what you want happen to your stuff. So they really like that as well. And I really find satisfaction in helping them write that love letter to their family. And when they're gone, this is for you.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. And then they have a chapter that is closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way they want it. So.
Yeah, the way they want it. So
sure.
I really find that's, to me, that's very gratifying as well. So yeah, those are a few of the things that I do every day.
We're going to put it on in the video, but if somebody wants to help out, if someone wants to donate some time or donate money, how would they best reach out to Kevenly?
Yeah. So you can reach out to Kevenly, myself, at kevenly.desauguste@gmail.com, which I know that's going to be a horrible spell. So it's KEVENLY.DESAUGUSTE@gmail.com.
Well, and Kevenly, I always ask my guests to end with a closeout quote. Do you have a closeout quote for us?
I do, yeah. Closeout quote would be from Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker, one that I love the most. He says, "It is better to be prepared with no opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared."
Amen to that. Yes, I love Les Brown.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on Pfeifer Focus. And I would love to get involved and learn more. And we'll talk off air about that.
Absolutely.
And for those who have watched Pfeifer Focus and you want to get involved too, please reach out to Kevenly or myself. And I truly appreciate you watching Pfeifer Focus. Until the next time, thanks for watching. Ciao for now.